guys, welcome to the worst trophy ever. Now I'm playing Project Cars and there's a trophy called Sunday Driver. It requires you to drive the speed limit, which is 50 kilometers an hour, in an Italian car on the Azure coastal track here. So this is awful. First off, I'm going to pick an Italian car, which is the Pagani here, and you need to make sure you select the Azure, I'm not entirely sure if I'm pronouncing that, coastal track. Now you can't do stage 1 or 2 or 3, you have to do the entire thing. So go ahead and select this. Now this is a very easy trophy. All you need to do is drive less than 50 kilometers an hour using one of these Pagani cars. That's it. However, it is a racing game, not a driving Miss Daisy simulator. So as you're going to see here right off the start, I'm just going to slowly accelerate here while the rest of the pack just speeds off, and I'll never see them again. Now, this is a little bit trickier just because you have to stay under 50 kilometers per hour. First off, if you have your speedometer set to miles per hour, you want to go into the menus and change it so it shows kilometers an hour. Otherwise, you're not going to know what speed you're going. And that's roughly about 31 miles per hour for reference. Now this is a 19 kilometer track and you're going to be going under 50. Yeah, that's it. It's just ridiculous. Now what makes this trophy even more just obnoxious is the car is exceptionally fast, and it looks like we have a wreck up here ahead. There's a caution out. So I am going to actually pass another driver here, so surprisingly I'm not going to finish last place, but finishing 31 out of 32 is not very good either. But what makes this difficult is the fact that this car just wants to go fast. It's just you barely hit the trigger and the accelerator and your car is just going to speed past 50. If you hit 51 miles per hour at any point, or kilometers per hour, I still haven't figured this out. Being American, I do everything in miles per hour. But if you even hit 51 kilometers per hour at the final, 100 feet of the race, you're going to negate the trophy. So you have to stay under 50. I highly recommend you just go kind of hover between 40 and 45. So again, this is a racing game. There's no place for this trophy to be in the game. It just doesn't make sense. In addition, it's a test of endurance. First off, a test of your willingness to stay awake, which is easier said than done during this absolutely slow crawl of a race. And number 2 is you just have just a lot of strain on your finger, on your accelerator. If you hit your R2 button with your trigger button. Now, if you have pedals, it might be a little easier. But eventually, your finger's just going to get really tired, start getting a little numb, start getting a little shaky. I know after this, my wrist was starting to hurt because you need to apply such a tiny amount of pressure on R2, and you need to hold that the entire time. Now, you can let go and slow down, but you can't press it very far. Otherwise, you'll hit 51 kilometers per hour. So this trophy just frustrates me. It's the worst trophy ever, in my opinion. It doesn't make sense for this game. And now this is a game that also has a trophy for completing the 24-hour race, and this is still worse just because it just requires so much just endurance and ability to lightly hit the accelerator. If you want to go slower, it'd be a little easier on your hand. If you want to hover around 10, 15, 20 kilometers an hour, it's just going to take you an hour and a half to complete this 19 kilometer race. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you a little bit of this trophy. I'm not going to make you guys sit through this entire thing just because I love you guys too much. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. So there you go. That's how you get Sunday Driver. Do not hit 51 kilometers per hour. Make sure you're using an Italian car, and make sure you select the entire Azure coastal track, not just one of the segments. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe.